Elder John T. Caine esteemed it a privilege to address the conference. He rejoiced in the onward cause of truth in which we are engaged, and could see no reason why we should mourn because of opposition so long as we are faithful. It was true, those who were imprisoned had to experience personal inconvenience, but again they would reap the reward of fidelity to the truth, inasmuch as they proved faithful to the end. All blessings are predicted on our faithfulness under any and all circumstances. Charity was a glorious principle, and one that characterized the true saints. Opposition would come, but woe to him by whom it did come, as what they mete out to their fellow men will yet be measured back to them. While government officials oftentimes engaged in acts of persecution, the government itself was not necessarily at all times responsible for it, although he believed that the law under which many are suffering today was designed specially by a majority of the government to apply to us. But they must account for their official acts, and must suffer because of their inhumanity to their fellow men. It was not the institutions of our government that produced such results, but poor, weak men who had proved themselves incompetent to administer justice to their fellow men that are to blame. After the enactment of the law of 1862 against polygamy, it was widely regarded by legal minds to be unconstitutional, and little was done to make it operative. Finally, it was declared constitutional, but it did not go far enough to suit the hungry place hunters. It is not polygamy that is sought to be destroyed, but our union and political ascendancy. Politicians here craved more power and asked for further legislation, granting it to them. They wanted a legislative commission. What for? To disenfranchise the whole people, as has been done in Idaho, where our enemies control the legislature, referred to attempts made to create this legislative committee. But when it was feared that a Democratic president would be elected, it was determined by the Republican Party to pass at all hazards what was called the Edmunds Bill, which was done, and the legislative commission scheme fell through. The Speaker did not believe that President Cleveland desired to oppress us, but while he entertained this belief, he was not unmindful of the fact that he permitted the vigorous enforcement of an unjust law against us as a religious community, but did not even recommend its enforcement in the District of Columbia. Neither does he see that it is generally applied against the people of Utah. We, therefore, complained of maladministration, and not against the constitutional government to which we are attached. It was for us to contend for our rights and not surrender principles that have become direct to us from God, as well as others that have come to us from the fathers. Reformers of every age, he said, and discoverers of great truth had suffered as we are now suffering, only to a greater extent, and they became recognized at last, and truth triumphed. As delegate to Congress, the Speaker reminded the people that he would soon have to proceed to where duty would call him, and asked the saints to sustain him by their prayers, that he might be able to perform his duties to the honor of God and blessing of his people.